Author's House.
Good morning, everyone. Today is November 16th, 2021. My name is Nicole Richardson. I'm gathered here today with Janice Tingley, the author of The Things That Mama Misses. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, Janice?
Hi, my name is Janice Tingley, and I'm the author of Nolan's Things That Mama Misses, also the author of Nolan's Dream and Nolan's Monster. A little bit about myself is I've always loved to write from the time I was a child and draw, and that's my passion. And also too, my first book I wanted to talk about was a literacy project. But I was once told that I shouldn't continue on going to college because I was not capable of just wasting taxpayers' money that I was too dumb to finish to do anything. And so I was failing in college, and I was continuing over. Well, these two couple from church encouraged me to go back to school, to go to college, and I was struggling in my English class, and so I needed as I was walking out of class, I looked up in the board and they said a literacy program tutor. So I kind of relate to what's going on in
Guadalajara.
Yeah, about encouraging reading will change the value of encourage the value of your success in your life, which it's true. I totally believe in that. You encourage your kids really young to encourage them to read and stuff, because like I said, if it wasn't for my literacy tutor, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. I wouldn't have finished, pushed so hard to finish to graduate at my college and push so hard to encourage reading to a lot of children and continue on writing.
And you kind of touched on my first question that I'm going to ask you. As a child, did you know you wanted to become a writer?
I love telling stories. A lot of my family and friends used to call me Dreamer. That's why my first book was called Nolan's Dream, because and they'd always tell me, shut up, go back in your corner and keep dreaming and drawing.
What does your family think about your writing?
Well, they laugh because they think I'm just wasting my time. I'm just a hopeless dream.
It's not a hopeless dream if it makes you happy, though.
Oh, it does. I write to cope with my because I have a severe learning disability, and I get frustrated, and then when you hear people talk about you like you're not in the room, so I cope with that. Writing and drawing is to cope with what's going on around me.
Yeah, I think writing and drawing for a lot of people is their way of coping. Do you remember how old you were when you wrote or told your first story?
I was about 9 or 10. I wrote a letter to my mom's brother. And I used to draw a picture of a bird. My first story was a bird, with little red wings.
Was it based off a certain type of bird?
No, it used to be a bird that flew around our house. Then one day it was gone. So I drew the picture and wrote it to my uncle.
What is the main message you want to get across to your readers with your book, The Things That Mama Misses?
The things that Mama misses, that to the young little, that your mom never misses you and will continue on loving you, regardless, no matter what, if she's away from you.
So the main message would be to help children feel that their parents are there,
Yes.
even when they're not.
Yes.
Okay. I could see how this book could help a lot of kids if they were to read it. I feel like it could help a lot of them whose parents are like in the military or away for business or some other reason, you know?
Yes. Because I wrote that for my two kids because when me and my husband broke up and I chose to continue on going to school in Pennsylvania, and I had to leave my kids here in California. Well, we made a deal that you know, every summer, but the deal didn't go through. So my kids got stuck in California, and so that was my way of coping, dealing with me being away from them and having my kids realize that I didn't abandon them, that no matter wherever I'm at, or how far I'm away from them, I constantly think of them and love them unconditionally. And that's why I wrote that poem in the end, because that says, you know, even though in distance, we'll still, you know, something bond.
Yeah, I saw that poem. I thought it was really cute.
Yes. We'll always have that bond.
What does literary success look like to you?
It's encouraging kids to read more instead of playing their video games and stuff like that. At least take an hour to read, you know, and because reading is the most important part of our lives, because, you know, pretty much we have to read everything and to get through school or succeed in school and stuff is reading, and the only way you could get good at it is practice reading and reading every day.
Practice makes perfect, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
Is this book, The Things That Mama Misses, is that a standalone or is it a part of a series?
Right now it's a standalone until I, you know, because I want to go back into working in Nolan's adventures. Nolan's, you know, finished doing that, and then maybe, because I'm working on a fourth book and has nothing to do with it. Co-writing with my niece. Yeah, because I'm trying to encourage them to, you know, write. She's 9 years old, so, and she has the compassion of drawing, so, you know, I told her to write and I will illustrate.
What is your biggest source of inspiration?
My biggest inspiration, one is my literacy tutor who encouraged me to write and believed in me and saw my talent, and my children. My children's the one that makes me want to keep going, because both of them have two different disabilities. They struggle, and if they see me giving up, then I feel like, you know, I failed them. And I want them to continue on striving for the best, what they can, you know, and not give up, even though it seems like the world's against them and it's a challenge, it's a high mountain to climb. That, you know, what mom went through, she hasn't given up. And so that's my biggest inspiration, my kids and my literacy tutor.
I can understand how your kids would be your biggest inspiration, of course. I mean, your book is called The Things That Mama Misses. So a book written for your kids, it makes sense.
But pretty much all my books are you know, because I tell my kids stories, because like Nolan's monster, my son was afraid of sleeping alone, and he used to say, "Mom, there's a monster in the closet." So that's how that I came up with that five little monsters, and I told him to use his imaginations and sit down and talk about circles, and he was just in preschool learning how to do circles and squares.
And he was real small then.
Yeah.
What was the hardest part of writing this book?
Thinking of the memories of my kids and the times I missed their birthdays, and I promised I'd be home for Christmas, but wasn't able to make it home.
Yeah, I can understand why that would be hard for you, because it's hard for a lot of people not being near their families for the holidays.
And then last time seeing my daughter looking out the window, which I have in the end of the book, you see them sitting on their grandmother's bay window, watching me go, leave, say goodbye.
What was the highlight of writing this book?
To let children know, because I know how my kids always, Mama, why do you have to go to work? Mama, to bring them comfort that, even though we're away, we still think of you, and bring back memories what we used to do with, with them. That keep that in their mind. Sorry, keep that in their mind.
Of course, I feel like this is kind of an obvious, self-explanatory question, but who is your target audience?
The young children and parents.
Specifically your children for this book.
Yeah. Of course, my children too. They love the book, so they still love it. And it's kind of funny. My son's still 30, and he'd be driving his car, and I'd be reading the book to him. When I first got it.
I did notice that this is the newer version of your book, the updated version with the new interior. It looks really nice. Yes. I really like it.
Thank you.
I like the decisions you made to update the new interior.
Yes.
Where do you get the ideas and the information for your books?
It just pops up in my head. I draw the pictures first. I struggle writing manuscript. Every time I turn in the book, it's a ready-made book. Because I draw the picture first, and then I relate to the picture. I sit and look at it, and then that's when the story comes up into my mind.
Okay, so you draw the picture first, and then you write a story based around the picture.
Yes.
I feel like that gives you more writing freedom when it comes to your stories than if you write the story and then draw the picture. It gives you more freedom for both, to draw and to write. I just have a couple more questions for you. Where can readers find out more about you and your books?
I guess Google. Look me up. And you can find my book in Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Walmart, and Target.
How do you feel about working? What was that?
There's a few articles on me in Google that they,
Okay, so people can find out more about you through using a Google engine search or
Google basic search.
Okay.
Yes.
And how do you feel about working with Authors Press?
Oh, I've been with them for 3 years. I have no problem with them. I really love them. They're very supportive. And I enjoy going into book fairs, book tours with them. I enjoy the book fairs too. I think they're real nice. And I love watching the kids and book signing. That's my favorite part of the book tour, and meeting new people.
Yeah,
meeting the crew.
I'm very fond of meeting new people. I like talking to people. I like to think I'm really good at working with people. So that would definitely be my favorite part too.
I'm a people person. I'm pretty easygoing. I go with the flow.
Yeah, I like to say me too. Yeah. that's all the questions I have for you today. Thank you so much for meeting with me today, Janice.
You're welcome. Everybody have a nice, happy holiday. And Christmas is coming. Don't forget to buy that book.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking about it. I think my mom would like it a lot. I was thinking of getting it for my mom.
Yes. And I kind of think
don't tell her.
Don't tell grandparents, too.
Yeah, you're right. Just don't tell my mom.
I won't.
If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to reach out to us either through our email or via our phone number. But that's it. It was such a pleasure to talk to you today.
It was nice talking to you too. Bye.